Watercress, anyone?
So abundant and grows so beautiful here.
We're taking you on a tour of a place supplying the state with its popular local produce. Plus, they sang their way through high school, and many are still performing. We'll meet Aiea's swinging singers. Still ahead, their voices could be heard down the halls of Aiea High School decades ago. We'll see what the Aiea swinging singers are up to now.
And we've got more coming up. Now, during the 70s, here in Aiea, there was a lot going on. The smell of sugar was in the air, and Aiea was a much quieter town.
That's right, and not only that, Paul, but it sounded different, really. I mean, that's because of the group of Aiea singers that you actually had a chance to go ahead and...
That's right. They were making a name for themselves back in the 70s, not only here in Hawaii, but around the world. And I did get a chance to talk to them, and they shared their story.
The sweet sounds of the swinging singers fill the air once again at Aiea High School. That sound takes you back over 30 years when the school's standard choral group changed their image and packed up their performance for the road.
And we used to perform in choir gowns. The next year we got Aloha print sport jackets and turtleneck sweaters, and stepped up the show.
We had a Polynesian show with costume changes, and then we went into an American part of the show with choreography, the whole 9 yards.
That show would take them places, first to Waikiki showrooms, then the neighbor islands. They also toured the mainland and even Europe, delighting audiences with their multicultural mix of numbers and performers.
I found joy in that, singing, dancing, making other people happy.
The beauty was the music, and that made the fun.
We're under the direction of Mrs. Siu, who taught the students much more than music, but also stressed lessons in life.
It was like grooming, not only musically, but, you know, how to present yourself, how to do so positively. Enunciate, speak well, no pigeon, you know, behave yourself, you're on your best behavior.
One, we had to be on time. We had to be very serious about our rehearsals. We had to show up. We had to know our part.
I think it's one of the most important things any growing up kid can have. You know? Without somebody like that to guide them, I think we'd be losing a lot of kids. But thanks to Mrs. Hill, I think I stayed on that path.
Many of the swinging singers stayed on a performing path as well, becoming kumuhula, winning Merry Monarch festivals, and making a name for themselves as popular island singers. But it all began here in Aiea, where these young students and their tireless teacher put in plenty of hard work during the years the swinging singers were around.
Big things came from little old Aiea High School back in the day. It could happen again.
Now, while the swinging singers aren't around any longer, they are going to be having a reunion next year. They're going to bring together all the performers that performed over about the 10 years the swinging singers were around, so that is the good news for the folks in Aiea.
And I hear you have a pretty good singing voice, too.
Not quite that good, though.